Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'm going to ask a question. What is your peace or your peace of mind worth? Recently, I shut off all the sounds to all of my messaging systems. I created specific profiles on phone and text where I could. I did leave the default to sounds, unfortunately, because I found out that that was causing me some distress. Because when I would try to nap, I would forget to turn it off because if I was working, I wouldn't want to miss a call. So when I'm active, I keep it on. If I forget to turn it off when I go to take a nap, it interferes with that. So I figured, I'd turn the default to silent, and if anybody important tries to get through, I'll hear a more identifiable sound. Unfortunately, with the phone itself, with the calls, there is no default silent sound. You had to pay $1.29, as I found out. It took me a lot of soul searching to spend that $1.29, but I was like, my priority is, clients and friends and family and, business and working on my phone. So when it comes down to it, yes, it was worth it. Unfortunately, they just make it to where you have to pay that much. And it's not a lot. I mean, if it was a Prince ringtone, I would so pay that without flinching. But for silence, it's almost like paying money for a bottle of water because we've been trained to believe that a bottle of water is worth that. Same with tap water, we're paying for that, but totally different topic for a different time. But I did feel that this was necessary in different ways because this could kind of somewhat help to identify different things in our lives, that what is worth the sacrifice of one thing. Just like I spend a little bit of money on my shoes, not too much. I try to get them cheaper. But I don't have a problem with that because if I don't spend a certain amount on my shoes and get what works for me, I can't hardly walk. I think my foot was actually broken, to be honest. They diagnosed it with arthritis, but I think it was broken because I ran a motorcycle over it while I was trying to help somebody move it, and I didn't react because I didn't want anybody to know that it was on my foot, and I didn't know what they would say about it, and so I just kept quiet because I didn't want to look stupid, and now I got a bum foot because of it. So if your foot gets run over by a motorcycle, please speak up. I also had some incidents where I was multitasking and I lifted up a chair, and so in the process of multitasking with, it's a complicated scenario, so I won't explain it completely, but I accidentally crushed my foot with the leg of the chair. It happened a couple times. That wasn't pleasant. So I think it was actually fractured, perhaps. There was another incident where I rammed it into something, and I don't even know how that happened because of where the bruise was, and I showed my friend, and he said, "How in the world did you get a bruise there?" I don't really know to this day. But anyway, it comes down to figuring out what we are willing to sacrifice and what the end result is going to be, and is it going to be better to just, get it over with, spend a little bit of money, spend $1.29 for your peace of mind, or, forever suffer for free. And I think that that's part of the whole self-awareness thing. I proved to myself that I'm a little bit cheap. I also know that it does depend where I'm spending the money that will matter to me, because $1.89 on a share pack of M&Ms, that's nothing to me. I don't flinch at that either. So, I have been really considering this lately. And like I said, the whole metaphors of what works for you or what makes sense to you, there's that as well. If you have any elaborations, let me know, because, I think it's a good thing to kind of analyze ourselves and where we're at, and how we view things, and hearing different perspectives is always helpful. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to go, and I will see y'all next time. Take care.